Yes, the question is, can I dispute my audit bill that I received for my liability insurance or my workers' comp insurance, workman's comp insurance? You can dispute your audit bill that you have for your insurance, but I recommend that you do it with somebody that has experience around it. Don't try to dispute it alone. So many times when the additional premium bill comes out, it's a question that I hear a lot. They don't know, many times people don't know they can dispute the bill. They just are angry that they have the bill and they're not sure what to do. So many times I'll say, well, we can dispute this if you like, that's not a problem. The problem is, when you want to dispute the bill, we have to go, and the documentation that you've already given the insurance company, we have to figure out a way, or that you have to explain to them why that document was invalid. And it's a tough thing to do because most of the time it's your document coming from your construction company. And how do you explain that your profit and loss statement or your tax statement or your documentation from your bank or however you went through your audit with is incorrect? So that is one thing. So they'll say, yes, please send in a request for dispute and we can open that up and we'll get the worksheets to you and we'll work through that process. But first, I need you to explain why the documentation that we received originally is invalid. So that's the first thing I always explain to people about, like, okay, well, and I don't see, a lot of times that you might directly give it to the auditor and I didn't see the document you gave them. So I'm not in there to look at it. And a lot of times it's difficult for me to jump in there if I don't see all the documents and see what was given and what was going on with what their argument. So it's really important basically to understand you can dispute your general liability insurance bill if you want to. It's important to understand that somehow you have to resend or explain why the documentation you originally gave them was invalid. And then then they'll say, okay, that's fine. Once you submit why it was invalid, then they'll open up the dispute and they'll let you submit more documentation to correct whatever originally was submitted to them. The same goes with workers' comp insurance. You can dispute your workers' comp insurance bill also, the audit bill for workers' comp. But we have to go in and we have to give them more documentation and explain why the original documentation didn't show that the employees were actually under another class code. And that happens a lot in workers' comp, where they get general information regarding the workers' payroll, but it's not clear the type of jobs they were doing, especially in construction. So if you have somebody who's doing concrete compared to electrical, the rates are much higher for the concrete compared to electrical, and they will automatically go to the higher rate if it's not clear what job the employee was doing. So that is basically how that works. So yes, I just wanted to answer your question regarding, can you dispute your insurance audits? And you can. And you just need a broker that understands and has experience around disputing them so they can help you navigate through that. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to check out any of my other videos. If you have any questions regarding this subject matter, please contact me or email me. Thanks.